What's up, everybody? Ron Harris, your MD Online Editor. Coverage of the Texas Pro brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. We're just about 2 hours away from judging for the Open Bodybuilding, which will follow Women's Physique, Open Bodybuilding here at the Texas Pro. Battle Up Productions, Freddie Nadeau doing an awesome job. Thought I'd get on here and see what you guys think about your favorite. Who's got it? Now in the thumbnail, I have 4 men. Right now, that's my top 4 in particular order, unless Andrew Jacked shows up really shredded, which I'm not sure of. I did an interview with Andrew a few days ago, and he wasn't planning on being 100% for this, which gave me a little pause. I'm like, oh boy, you better be 100% for this. But that could be a tactic. Maybe he is going to be 100%. Steve Cuclow. Yeah, Steve Cuclow is obviously the heavy favorite for this. He was very, very close runner-up last year to Ian Valliere. I think it was like a few points difference. I'm not sure what the points were, but in any case, it was very, very close. Ian edged him out. Steve, it's his play, man. He's been in the Dallas area now for close to 10 years, I believe, and really won. Quint Beastwood, yeah, I got him in the thumbnail too. Quint looked great last week in Tampa. Quint is phenomenal, man. Don't count out Kamal El-Garni. Kamal looked awesome at only 219 pounds. I say only because, Cuclow's 280. I think Andrew Jacked is about 280. Morgan Ast is 315, but it's not a body weight contest. It's a physique contest. So, the weight doesn't really never tells the whole story. My dark horse for this, based on some secret footage that Branch Warren showed me, is Martin Fitzwater, the Martian. 25-year-old kid, originally from Wyoming, moved to Colorado for bodybuilding, then he moved to Dallas for bodybuilding, just to be in the best possible environment to further his aspirations of being Mr. Olympia is his ultimate goal, obviously. So Kamal is incredible. Joe Mackey's so underrated, better than Kamal, more full and popping muscles. Yeah, Kamal's a little bit more complete though, from top to bottom, side to side, back to back. Joe Mackey is definitely an amazing competitor. But the footage I saw of Martin on Branch's phone, the posing footage, was from 3 weeks ago. And let me tell you, he looked better 3 weeks out than most guys ever look on contest day. Shredded, dry. And, I got Steve Ron, Martin going to hurt some feelings. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I've seen stranger things happen in 31 years of covering this sport. Martin could walk away with this. Steve could walk away with this. Andrew Jacked could. Quentin could. Kamal could. And the exciting thing about Kamal, if he wins, got some footage of Joe Mackey. I don't. You can look at his Instagram, Joe Mackey. Yeah, if I had footage, I'm just doing this on my phone, so I don't have the technology to show you footage of Joe Mackey. I wish it were that easy, guys. I know it's, in this day and age with technology so advanced, there's a lot of expectations to be able to pop in stuff like that. Joe looks really good. Joe, I saw him in Tampa last weekend. But yeah, Martin. Yeah, back to Kamal though. If he wins this, he went on record at the interview we did the other night saying he will do open. What time is the show? How many hours? Avesh. So it is 2 hours from now. You're probably in India or Pakistan. I don't know. It's probably like nighttime over there by now. So noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern is when it starts, the judging. And the finals aren't until 8 p.m. tonight. You think Urs can be Bumstead this year? Well, that's not the Texas Pro. Doing a fine job there. Thank you, Francisco. Yeah, guys, I want to stay on topic with the Texas Pro. We're not talking about the Olympian Classic quite yet. Kamal for the win, says Arnold. Yeah, why not? I mean, who knows? These guys are all so good. It really depends on who nails it today. Will Kamal win? We're going to find out. If all these 212 guys keep jumping to open, would 212 be relevant anymore? Well, and we still have such great guys. Keon Pearson, Kareth Bajo. What's your thought on Rami physique now? Rami looks crazy for 4 months out. He looks more like he's 6 weeks out. At, 336 pounds? Yeah. I said this, when Rami said this would be his last year, which I believe he did, right? I knew he would pull out all the stops and make sure he was unbeatable. Andrew Jacked, top 3. If he looks good enough, he could win this. Who knows? You never know. I mean, he's got a very good physique. I think it's been asked already, but what time is the show? 12. So battleupproductions.com has the full schedule, but you don't even need to know that. 2 hours from now, 12 o'clock Central, 1 p.m. Eastern is when the judging starts. Ron, you're the pure class. Thank you, Fozzie Fitness, talking about you in his yesterday's video. I hope Fozzie said nice things. Mike Crizzo, wish Ian did the show last year. It was insane. Yeah, guys, I want to stay on topic with Texas Pro and not talk about Crizzo and Urs and Bumstead and all that. We got plenty of time to talk about that. What do you think about Blessing Owobiodo's Olympia debut? That's the Olympia, man. We're staying on topic here, guys. We're gonna be talking plenty about the Olympia in the months to come. Right now, I want to focus on the show that's just 2 hours away, less than 2 hours. Texas Pro, Open Men, and Women's Physique. The last two divisions. We went through all the other divisions yesterday, and this is the main draw, the Men's Open. We have 20 guys, an even number, 20. I like that number. Morgan Ast, Eddie Bracamontes, Ed Brown, Sungmin Che, Jeff T. Charafont. Texas is an excellent show. Freddie's a man. Yeah, appreciate it. It was real appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, Freddie is doing a tremendous job. The show is just 100% pure. How did Nate Epler look? Nate goes on today. Nate's doing Open. He didn't do 212. Nate Epler is doing Open at this show. An amazing 212 competitor, already moving to Open. Is Phil Clayhar? Yes. Phil Clayhar is in the show too. Tex, and I hope he does very well. Hope he wins. Tex should be top tier 1 show for Men's Physique in Texas. Would you have picked Andre over the guy who won? I don't know. I had Andre winning, but it wasn't clear cut. It's not like Daniel didn't deserve the win. They were both. A lot of times at these shows, you can flip a coin. Thank you for giving us information. You're welcome, Faisal. Cuclow show to lose. Kamal will shock people again. Yeah, Kamal is fuller. He's said he kept his condition. He's coming in a few pounds fuller, so he's going to look a little bigger than he did in Tampa with the same condition. He's about 5'5", and if he's about a little over 220, that's a big guy. That's about as big as Flex Lewis was going to be at the Open if he had done Open. Martin, I said it already, Faisal. I think Martin's going to really be a surprise to the show. I saw footage of him on Branch Warren's phone that he showed me, and he looks crazy right now. Crazy. It was never posted on Instagram. It was some posing videos they did 3 weeks ago, and he was dialed in 100% 3 weeks ago. And I've been looking at the Instagram because I'd be concerned if he was that good 3 weeks ago. I'd be worried about him flattening out. But no, I don't think so. That's a long lineup. No, I mean 20's a good number. 20's a good number because they'll be the first call out will probably be like 5 guys, 6 guys at the most. Martin interview was really emotional. He'll make Branch proud today. Yeah, Martin's a good kid, man. I wish him the best. Your first call out predictions. So the 4 guys they have in the thumbnail, I believe they'll all be in the first call out. We're looking at Cuclow, Kamal, Quinton. I think Phil Clayhar is going to be in that one. Who else did I have in there? Jalsid, Kamal, 51 years, never been better. Yeah. Yeah, Albert Beckel, you looked awesome. Jack the video a few days back where Antonio was playing some game. Yeah, he was playing, what do you call that? Cornhole. You know what kills me is I had taped like a good 5 minutes of that, or so I thought, but I never hit live. I was doing it for the Instagram. No, I was doing it for YouTube. I didn't hit the button. So then I had to tape again. It was only like 2 minutes, but it was cool stuff because it was Antoine. It was a woman who won the Women's Physique, I think. There was a couple of them. Expo walkthrough. I'll do another Expo walkthrough. It's going to be too much hype. No, Andrew, hype. Roman Fritz is about 13 pounds heavier. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go through the Expo later. Yesterday, it wasn't that packed. I think today, there's going to be so many more people. I've already seen a lot more people pile in there because they have the amateur show going on now. It's an NPC show. And then when the Men's Open is on, I'm sure that Expo, the whole place is going to be sold out and packed. So that's what I'm going to go through. I want to get this thing, the cash vault, where they go in like a bouncy house with a bunch of dollar bills and try to grab all the money. I want to get footage of that. That's going to be hilarious. But Andrew Jacked, yeah, I can't wait to see Andrew because I saw him back at the Arnold, and that was, he said himself, that was like 50% of his best. He had some issues during prep. The prep started late. I think he only had like 4 good weeks of prep for that, and he still easily won the overall in his pro card. So he's had all that time since then. He's working with George Farah. I do expect him to look really good today. I hope he's 100%. 100% Andrew Jacked. The sky's the limit. Who knows? He could win this. But yeah, we got some great guys in this show. And Roman Fritz, I'm glad that he's bigger and fuller because that's the only knock on Roman. I thought Roman Fritz had the best condition in Tampa a week ago. He was just lights out condition-wise. People calling the next Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, that's a tall order to fill for anybody to call him the next Ronnie Coleman. But, he's got amazing genetics. So does Quinton. I think Quinton in a year or two, because he's not done. He's going to get even bigger. He'll put on another 10 to 20 pounds before he's all said and done. And he's about 260 now. Quinton Aria is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I see him as easily top 3 Olympia within the next couple of years. Let's say 2 years. Sean, do you think some of the 212 guys like Nate are too small to realistically do any damage lineup? Well, Nate is going to shut it down. Nathan Epler is going to shut it down after this and take a good year off season to put on some size. I don't think he has enough size on him now to make an impact in this open lineup. He's probably going to be about 220, and he's like I say he's about 5'8". He's taller than me. I used to be 5'8". I used to be a little over 5'8". But Nathan, yeah, he's going to take some time after this show, put some size on and come back better. Martin is looking insane, top 3. Do I train my forearms? No. I mean, it's enough struggle trying to get these arms back to, I should say back to bigger, but no, I don't do forearms. Maybe my right forearm occasionally, if you know what I mean. But you guys are great. Yeah. So Andrew Jack's full name is interesting. Andrew Obikia Chinedu. I think Jack was it's catchier, it's easier to spell, it's easy to remember. Yeah. Who else we got? Also looking forward to seeing, Kamal, Phil Clayhar. Yeah, Phil has pulled out all the stops for this. Phil Clayhar last year to me, it was like a 3-way tie watching the live stream last year between Ian, Cuclow, and Phil. They all looked fantastic last year at the Texas Pro. And I got to hand it to the promoter, Freddie Nadeau, the lighting, and Sheila Brown, his co-promoter. The lighting at this show is spectacular. It's some of the best lighting I've seen at a pro show since the Pro Ironman, long ago. Nathan will look good in open, yeah. He'll be in great condition for sure. I don't think he has the size yet to really challenge too many of these guys in the top. I have Andrew winning and Phil in second. Yeah. Anything can happen, guys. Anything. I'm German. Well, thank you for Dankeschön for watching, man. Yeah. So Germany is 5 hours ahead of East Coast, so 6 hours? What time is it in Germany now? Because it's a little after 10 a.m. here. No, it starts in a little less than 2 hours. What's your thought on Roman? Roman, I love his physique. Just needs to be bigger and fuller to really push these guys. Condition is awesome. It's 5 p.m. in Germany, so yeah, you're 6 hours ahead. So 2 hours from now. It's 5 p.m. Yeah, you're 6 hours ahead of us. Philippines, oh boy, 9 p.m. Where's that, Avash? India? Where it's 9 p.m.? Damn, it's already late over there. Andrew looks weak in the hamstrings and glutes. Yeah, he definitely needs to bring those up. Definitely. He's not done yet. Martin Fitz is bringing that old school hard and grainy condition. Yeah. His condition, what I saw reminds me so much of the condition Branch used to get into. And Branch used to get into gnarly condition. 11:10 p.m. here in the Philippines. Man, it's late over there. Wow. So you guys are 13 hours ahead of me. Wow. That's crazy. So many time zones in this big world of ours. But isn't it cool that we can all talk to each other live at the same time like this? No matter where you are in the world, what time it is. I tell you, I'll be 53 next month. This was like some futuristic shit that we imagined. Couldn't even imagine when I was a kid. We all thought we'd be able to talk like little phones on our watches. 5 p.m. in Spain. Yeah, so you're 6 hours ahead. Yeah, so you're the same time as UK because I'm in the East Coast and UK is 5 hours ahead of me. Pakistan time is now 8:10. Yeah, I saw Fuad podcast guy said Martin will win after seeing that same video you saw run. South Africa, 17:10. South Africa, you know what my favorite bands to watch on videos is 1:10 p.m. in Australia, 4:11 p.m. D Antwoord, that's my favorite South African band. Antwoord? D Antwoord, man, they are nuts. They are nuts. I love watching them. International viewers, yeah, Italy, 17:11, so that's 5:11 p.m. I'm glad you guys use military time. Yeah, military time, so like 1200 would be noon. Oh, you're welcome, Heisenberg. Dankeschön. Martin Smith, what's your opinion on Kamal not doing 212 any longer? If Cleveland didn't open, go open, that will leave 212 wide open. Nepal, 9 p.m. in Nepal. It's where the Himalayas are, Mount Everest. Yeah, Kamal is going to do the Open Olympia if he wins this. If he doesn't win this, he will go back and try to get his 212 Olympia title back. But this is his last year competing. I believe he's gone on record as saying this is it. He'll be 52 in the fall. And this is his last year, and I think he's always dreamed of being on the Mr. Olympia stage. He's already won the 212 Olympia. Do you see big Rami new pics? Yeah, he looks crazy. 336 pounds, condition is really good. I don't know who's beating that this year's Olympia. I honestly don't see anybody beating him. I think Rami has said, somebody confirmed this, has Rami himself said this is his last year? I think he has. So he definitely wants to go out with a win. That would be 3 Olympia wins, which... that's 3 more Olympias than, almost anybody else ever gets. There's only been 16 Mr. Olympias. I lost track. I know Brandon was the 15th. Then Rami won after him. So yeah, there's only been 16 Mr. Olympias ever since the contest started in 1965. So only 16 men ever have won the Mr. Olympias. Kamal doing Masters. I think he said he might do that too. Masters, I believe, is coming back next year. They're not doing it this year. It's too late to plan for that, to just tack it on. But I think Masters Olympia is coming back next year. I'm looking forward to that. I hope it's a lot of the top guys. I don't think Dexter will come back. He's already got a Mr. Olympia title. He's got 5 Arnold Classic titles. He's happy and healthy. He's downsized, living his life and doing great. Would Derek Lunsford get an invite? I believe so. I believe so. They give invites out every year. No, they always have the option to give an invite. They don't have to invite anybody, but they always have the option, the Olympia, of giving a special invitation. I think Lunsford would be great. Who wouldn't want to see Derek Lunsford on the Olympia stage this year, like 225, 230, shredded? Are you going to interview with Bertil Fox? I don't plan on it, no. Lee Priest is doing Masters, maybe. Yeah, I mean, he's old enough. I don't know how his standing is in the IFBB. Sometimes Lee hops in here and corrects me because I don't know if he's banned, if he's not banned. I don't know. Kai Green is done with bodybuilding. I think he's done with competing, but you can see he's still huge and ripped and looks just as good to me as he did back when he was competing. He loves training. I got to train with him back in April, and man, the passion he still has for it. It's what's your prediction about Andrew Jack placing? If Andrew is 100%, he could potentially win or at least be top 3. If he's not 100%, if he's soft from the back, he'll be like, way down there, like 7th, 8th, 9th. If Kamal got second again, how many points did he get? How many points did he need for qualified to Olympia? Andrew Jack could win and finish Zeke. He was top 3 for today. Oh, those are so many of us. My top 3, if everyone's in awesome shape, I don't know, in no particular order, Martin, Fitzwater, Steve Cuclow, Quentin or Kamal, man. Well, Kamal beat Quentin last week. Assuming they don't look too different this week, I'm assuming Kamal would beat him again. I mean, he's a 212 Olympia champ. I like Martin Fitz and Kamal. Kamal is a grainy, a little more mature muscles. Fitz brings that grainy, mature look, even though he's younger. Kai Green is at least 50 now. No. Kai was born 1975, according to most records, which would only make him 47. Yeah, I don't think, I'm 52, so I have a good idea of how old most of these guys in my age range are, and he's not 50 yet. Did you see Steve Cuclow's recent video on his back double bicep? Do you think it looks better? I didn't see it. Tony, HGH. How's that HGH treating you? I do my 2.5 units every night. Not here. I didn't bring it with me. I don't know. So, yeah, man. Kamal, that old man muscle. You don't get that overnight. That's years and years and years of heavy, hard training. I'm a big, I'm an older guy, so I root for the older guys like that have really put in the time and the years, the blood, sweat, and tears, as I like to say. Kamal has done that. Kamal was an amateur, an astonishing amateur for years and years, winning international competitions left and right. Isaac Jordan, I think Sean and Angel are going to be able to compete in 212 and open this year. No, they got to pick one or the other. You can't have crossovers at the Olympia. You can do that at the amateur level crossover, but you can't in the pros. You have to pick a division. And I think that's fine. They can't have if you allowed crossovers all the time, you could have women doing figure and physique in the same show and stuff like that, or physique and bodybuilding. It would just get too confusing. Pick a division, compete in that division. The Olympia is that's our pinnacle. That's our Super Bowl. That's our biggest show of the year. So pick a division. Quentin looks improved a bit from last week. Yeah, I thought he looked great last week. To me, Quentin just needs a little more. Yeah, I think he said we did the interview, he said he's tighter in the upper body, which is probably all he really needed. The lower body was nice and dry, separated, crisp. Just need a little bit more of that quality in the upper body. Yeah, Quentin is no joke. But again, I think this is not Quentin's final form. This is not his full potential. We're going to see Quentin's full potential in a year or two. Thanks for all your answers. You're welcome. Iqbal, Narfuzi. Hope Martin wins. I really like him as a bodybuilder. Francesco Rizzi. Yeah, stranger things have happened. Martin was 4th here last year with condition that was nothing like what I've been seeing lately from him. Nothing like that. Who owns Muscular Development? Steve Bleckman does. Steve Bleckman was a former owner of Twin Lab with his brothers. He's showing the show live. No, the live show can only be seen live on the webcast. Do I own Muscular Development? No, I do not. Steve Bleckman owns it. Yeah. battleupproductions.com is where you can get the stream, the live stream. There's nowhere you can watch it free. Just want to win for Steve. He's been trying. Steve picks the toughest shows. Yeah, I hope he wins too. I'm thinking overall at the Olympia with 212 would be a good idea. It'd be like the old days with Arnold and Franco. Yeah. Yeah, they used to have a short and tall class at one time at the Olympia. Then they had a under and over 200-pound class. So in all the years, the 3 years in a row Frank Zane won, he won the over 200. And I think 1 year, 2 years out of those 3, Robbie Robinson won the heavyweight class, over 200 pounds. And Mike Mentor won the over 200. But they had an overall. And Zane won that. I don't know if they'll never go back to that. I mean, let the 212 guys have their Olympia, let the Open have their Olympia titles, and everyone can get their own glory. But yeah, it would be interesting for sure to see that pose down, of course. You have Steven fifth. Wow, why so low? Do people still buy bodybuilding magazines? Well, we're the last bodybuilding magazine in print. Do you know what time? Yeah. So it's 12. It's going to be an hour and 45 minutes from now. 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, which would be 6 p.m. for you. Oh, the finals. Geez, it's too late for you, Heisenberg, unless you're going to stay up super late. 8 p.m. here, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 a.m. for you. 5 in the morning, the finals are going to start. That's very late, or very early, however you want to look at it. So if you want to get up super early tomorrow morning and you're paying for the webcast, go for it. 212 paying so little, the winner at Olympia compared to 400K in the Open, Mark Smith. Yeah, I mean, I wish the guys got more money, but it's who are the people buying the tickets to see? The majority of people buy the tickets to see the Mr. Olympia, the Open Olympia. These VIP packages, I don't know how much they are, like somewhere between 700 and 1,000, I think. Gets you into everything way up front. But most of the people that do that, they want to see Mr. Olympia, Rami, Brandon, Bonac, all those guys. You still look very excited to go to these shows around Shows Your Passion. Yeah, Vesh, I've been going to these shows now for 31 years, over 31 years. My first pro show was a 1991 Pro Ironman. Wow, a long time ago. Getting old, man, I'm getting old. But I still love it. This is my life. I've been training for almost 40 years, competed for 24, been working in this business, 31. Steve will probably win, but Andre Jack's gonna push some buttons. Jay Swollen Your Hole, that's a cool name. I wanna see Andrew too, man. That's the guy the two people I'm looking forward to seeing are Martin and Andrew the most. Just because you're welcome, Heisenberg, Beta. Yeah, I've never seen Martin in awesome condition. I can't wait to see if he looks like he looked in that video that Brand showed me. Goodness gracious. It's gonna be scary. What do you think about Roman Fritz, Sina Ollendorf? Just needs more size. Yeah, more size. He's got beautiful shape and condition is crazy. Do I still squat? My lower back and my knees don't let me squat more than 225. I can do squat machines, leg press. I'm able to keep most of my leg size. My legs aren't as big as they used to be, no. But, I had an awesome run. I squatted heavy for like 25 years. I can't, I got to be grateful for that. I had a great run. I used to, for years and years, I could bang out 405 for 10 to 15 reps. I could get 500 for like 6 to 8 at times, not all the time. But yeah. Do you think Breon could be competitive in 212? Yeah, absolutely. I think any of the classic guys, if they're able to fill out, they always do well in 212 because they already have beautiful shape. We just saw it last night with two guys. It was, Ricky Moten Jr. was one. Moved up in classic, and Cody Drobot. I'm going to skip the prejudge and sleep. Yeah, wake up for the final. Have to go Cuclow. Keep up the great work, Ron. Thank you. Your update. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Steve, Andrew, Joe, Quentin, Kamal, Martin. Roman is human knife right now. He's shredded. Yeah. Andrew, 75%. Not good. Yeah, Neil King. I don't know if he was just saying that to like throw people off because maybe, playing head games with people, trying to psych them out. Who knows? I want to see him at 100% or at least like 90. Do you think the cardio intensity should be dropped on peak week? Yeah, definitely. Too late for us. Yeah, I mean, sometimes these European shows I don't like staying up because they're so far ahead time-wise of me. I got to stay up late for those. People make a big deal out of Kamal in the low 200s. There's a live stream of the show where you can watch for free now. Younger Breon, same level of competitive and classic. He won the Olympia twice. I mean, how much more competitive do you need to be than that? Yeah, so if you want to see the stream, you can't see it for free, unfortunately, and they're very much cracking down on anybody in there trying to stream on their phones. They're kicking people out, no refunds, no live streaming. BattleUpProductions.com is the site where you can get the pay-per-view. Bob Chick not emceeing the Olympia. Who is it? Who do they got emceeing? I'm not sure. Maybe he is. I haven't heard that Bob's not emceeing the Olympia. I know the play-by-play is Phil Heath is doing that. with someone else. Who's the other person? I know it's Phil Heath is one of them. It was up to you. Would the 212 guys compete in the Open? At the Olympia? No. I think at the Olympia you should pick one division. It just adds to the excitement. If you know, before you wrap up, Ron, thanks for everything. Thank you. Andrew is probably aiming to peak 100% for the Arnold Classic UK. Is Michael Krizo's hype real? Well, we'll know when we see him on stage in Prague, right? Hi, Ron. Yeah, I think Krizo's plan is to turn pro at the Amateur Olympia in Prague, and the next day probably win the Prague Pro. I mean, who's going to beat him? Who would still be left to qualify for the Olympia that's at that level, like top 10 Olympia? I think all the guys will be qualified by then. So Krizo should stomp all the way through that show, which is in October. It's October 29th. Yeah, that's a couple months away. So yeah, Krizo's really, really good. I do think his back needs to be a little thicker, needs more hams and glutes. But man, all his front shots and all his side shots are crazy. I think he's as good as Rami in the front and side shots, Krizo. He's very, very good. I just think the back is not quite ready to push Rami, not yet. Hunter Labrada, yeah. Hunter Labrada, Nick Walker. Whew. Hunter looks great now. Nick Walker is huge right now. I saw him in Tampa last week on this channel. I did a very quick impromptu interview with him in the lobby in Tampa. How many pro shows left? Texas Pro, top 5 golf. We got Legion Sports in October. Got the Prague Pro. Justin Rodriguez. Justin's out for the year. He's not coming back till next year. Chen Kang. Is he from China, Korea? I off the top of my head, I don't really know what he looks like. I'm sorry. Yeah, I try to keep up with all the guys. There's so many athletes, so many really good athletes out there. Oh, man, yeah. I'm going to head over to the expo pretty soon. I'm going to try to see who's around, get maybe a couple interviews, another expo walkthrough, because it should be a lot more people here today. It was a good crowd yesterday, but I think today is the real crowd. People are here for the Open. Branch Chain, the classic Zeke guy. We must have awesome legs. I've noticed that most of the Asian athletes from China and Korea have great legs. Almost all of them have amazing leg development, quads, calves. Look them up, enormous legs. Oh, Branch from Classic Division. Yeah, I mean, there's a few guys I've seen from China and Korea that have crazy legs. I think he won Vancouver Pro. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Greg Adams, what's up, Greg? Yeah, Greg used to be in Massachusetts. You're probably in Florida like everyone else now, right? So, I'm not going to Florida. Think Nick can be a top 3? Oh, 100%, 100%. Yeah, no doubt in my mind. He's definitely has that potential. Steve Laurius coming back? Yeah, I don't know when. Steve was one of the greats. I mean, he almost won that Arnold. He got beat by George Peterson, third. God rest his soul. Nick is a freak. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to head over back down there to the expo across the street. Yeah, we'll talk about the Olympia as time goes by. Don't worry, we got plenty of time to talk about the Olympia. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Keep it right here. We've got way more coverage of the Texas Pro coming up on this channel today. And, of course, at musculardevelopment.com. Tons of pictures. All the pictures from yesterday are already posted in the contest gallery. Those high-res images, you can study the play-by-play. You can see my pictures and the commentary from all the people. So that's it, man. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Talk to you later.